I got it glittered. We got it painted blue. I'm Samantha, y'all. Sam I am, Door Wreath Designs. Welcome. We're making a back the blue, well, it was going to be back the blue sign, but my customer, Heather, if she's on, or comes on, decided to go with knock hard, but not like it's the police, because she's with a police officer, and love her. So, if you're on right now, you may not see the live. That means you're on replay. Let me know you're on replay. Say hey, tell me who you are, tell me where you're from if I don't know you, and welcome. Be sure to follow. And y'all, I have been so sick. I've been so sick. Just the season's here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm on the east side. I'm about 10 minutes from downtown. But point being, hot cold, hot cold, hot cold. And I just turned the air on, been leaving it on for about an hour or two because it's 900 degrees outside. And just hold on because it'll be 30 below zero here after a while. It's just made me so sick, I guess, in the pollen. So I apologize for not being here. I have been trying to work a little bit behind the scenes, trying to get this ready and then that. I don't know. The pollen, too, may be affecting me. I did put on a face because I look so bad. But thank you for being here. And say hey, talk to each other, welcome each other. I'm glad you're here. And hopefully, I've got 3 designs to do. We have this one that's not hard, but not like you're the police. I did just print out the sign to see how it's going to fit on the USA board. This came from the Hoblob on this side, and I almost messed it up while painting that side, but it kind of gave it a little rustic. I got a little bit of spray on the blue around the edge just here and there, but, everybody wants to make it look old anyway, right there. But, heck, we just gave it some more antique. So, anyway, my old man, he says, you did a good job. I said, that's the side I did. That came from Hobby Lobby. Y'all, he said, you did good. Yes, I did, didn't I, baby? But anyway, I did go ahead and put a gloss spray on front and around the edges. And I've also, the blue was not shine. So I did the blue. It's a dark blue. It's in yonder, I'm sure. But anyway, then we decided to go with some glitter because then I'm going to do the vinyl cutout in this black. Is kind of textured. I have a light out because I'm having to hook up my USB to my machine here. I have a silhouette, but they're the same. Cricut silhouette. They just operate a little differently, but they all do the same thing. But anyway, I printed it out on this cheap paper first because I want to make sure that it fits good before I go cut it out on my good black, because this here is just not high dollar stuff on this one. That black there is nice. So anyway, I wanted to print it out first. So hang tight with me. Join me. Say hey. Talk to me. Let me get my live pulled up because I don't always see y'all's comments. Let me go back over here and save this design before I lose it, because I will. And I messed up a while ago anyway. Okay, let's see. Save as. Let me save it real quick. Y'all, look, if you're on replay, you can fast forward, back up, and do all the things. But, everybody a lot of my people like me to come on, say hey, talk to y'all, and just hang out and do what we got to do. So that's what we do here, and hopefully you're about it. And if you're not, that's okay too. You can come back and watch the replay, or you can hang out with us and chat. Whatever you want to do. It's your world. We're hanging in it. All right. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. I am still sick, and I'm barely hanging in there. Final draft. The final countdown. Okay. So, let me pull this off and see how it's going to fit on my board before I go print out the nice one. I was going to pull up my live. I wanted to save my design before I lost it, though. Hold on. Hold the line, please. I know y'all jumping up. No, hush. Okay, not y'all. My machine, my computer. You know. No. My head hurts. Don't know why. Yes, I do know why. I took 2 Benadryls and my sleeping medicine, and I don't see comments, so if y'all are commenting, I don't know. But I'm here. Sally, where you at? I was just saying, y'all are on my other phone. Where's my, oh, down here. This one I can see y'all much better. It's Fire tablet, whatever. I've had it for years, and I have not had it on in years. But I do like it. It's got a bigger screen. That ain't the right thing, Samantha. I don't know why my YouTube on here is in blue. Where'd Facebook go? Who knows? Really. I mean, I wish it would leave my icons alone, but it don't. Okay. Y'all, it is beautiful here in Alabama. Like I said, I'm about 10, 15 minutes from downtown Birmingham. I'm on the east side going toward Atlanta. If you're familiar with Talladega Speedway, I'm about 25 minutes. I can get there real quick if everybody just get out of the way and the cops will leave me alone. There we are. Okay. Let me see. Am I muted? No. Mute. Mute. I don't know. Okay. Everything acts different. Okay. I can hit a button over there and it automatically shuts it up, which I really like. Okay. Now, maybe I can see comments. All right, y'all. So, let me pull this off. I know a lot of people, I say a lot. I have not really been on Facebook too much. I was a little bit more yesterday evening. I tried to catch up on laundry and such. That, oh, dang, that thing is so sharp. That is sharp. Hold on. I don't want to mess it up. Don't want to mess up, y'all. I tell you what, let me cut, because I've got 3 rows of words. The first part says knock hard, and it's kind of in large print. And then it says, but not like you're the, and it's in a smaller print. And then police is in a bigger description. Sally. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I do feel better if you, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to. I'm just trying to be okay. I have been so sick. Y'all, I have never in my life had the thingy that hangs in the back of your throat. It's called uvula. I think that's pronounced. I think that's how it's pronounced. Your uvula. I thought it was ugly, and I thought, or ugly. I thought that's the little banjo thing. That ain't right. It's uvula. But anyway, I woke up, I guess Thursday. But before I went to sleep, which was, no, I can't see the cut. But before I went to sleep, I could tell I started sneezing, and I just knew. I don't know. Sometimes you just know how you feel, and it's like, I'm going to be sick. It's kind of like when I woke up with corona, and I knew when I woke up at 3 a.m. and couldn't literally, my throat, my head, my body, that was horrible. But thank goodness I did not have the worst of the worst. Yes, thank you. I put a face on just so I'd look better because I look bad. But I'm trying to look alive, Sally. Trying to look alive. Okay, and this font, let me see what I've done here. Okay, because I don't know. Okay, I do know. I'm sorry. It's I made the line of the font big after I figured that out. And if y'all have a Silhouette or Cricut, I've learned a lot on the Silhouette. And every day is a learning curve. I don't care what it is, what platform, what machine, what app. Oh, okay, squirrel, y'all. I'm like, okay, so anyway, everything's a learning curve. You got to learn how to do this, you got to learn how to do that. But anyway, I finally got my font to print with the thick letters so it would be bigger and not so tiny and tear and snag and all that. Sorry. I just turned the air on, y'all. It is so hot. It is so hot. All right, so I got to pull the letters out of the center. You see how this is the part that says, but not like you're the Polish. But not like you're the. But not like you're the. Let me aim y'all down a little bit so you can see. I'm going to turn my other light on in just a minute, but let me, I want to make sure this fits. I'll tell you what. We can unplug and plug it back up because I need the light. I need light. And y'all, I apologize for the coughing and all the stuff. Look. How are you, Sally? This water dripping. Y'all, it's so hot. My water's just sweating. I've got to get back to my diet. I have been eating everything under the sun. I had lost a little bit of weight. I found it. I found it. No fear. Oh, gosh. I wet that. My bottle wet that. Anywho, let me move this over. This is what it will. This is actually what the font looks like, by the way, that I'm trying. That's the police, obviously. And it may be backwards. Yeah, it's backwards. But anyway, you get the drift. See how big I made the outline? Instead of it being little bitty letters. And here's the knock hard. Knock hard. But not like you're the police. We were going to do back in this house, in this home, or in this home, I don't remember. Gardening. Is it beautiful there? I mean, it really is nice here. It is really, really pretty here. And I'm so glad. But it's so hot. It's so hot. But okay. So anyway, I'm trying to get everybody on my group to be over here when possible, so y'all can. I have posted some really cute little things. I mean, some things aren't cute, some things are sad. But anyway, blah. Okay. Get back. Turn that volume down. Now, moving on. I'm trying just to do this, y'all. I can't. My head does hurt. My sinuses is killing me. Alright, hold on. I gotta be sure I take out the right thing. And I have a little cup somewhere. It's a silicone. I don't know. I think it's in one of my boxes. I thought about it the other day, and I thought, oh yeah, I bet that's where it's at, and I think it is. Oh, crust. That little bitty piece went up under it, I think. Okay. I don't know where it went. But I'm just going to stick it to my little mouse. My mouse pad is not a mouse pad. It's actually a piece of foam, felt. But it works. I want me a mouse pad with a picture on it. Not my picture, but maybe my logo. I've got to create a logo. Y'all, I guess I kind of have, but I haven't. I really want something with I don't know. I don't know whether to put one of my wreaths that I've made before, like in the background behind my logo words of the Bella wreath. I'm trying to make sure I ain't missing. Let me see. Where's my printout? That'll show me what I need. Okay, that's all one piece. That helps when you know where you're trying to pull. But anyway, Dusty was gonna help me, but she got a grandbaby, and I understand. Well, I try to understand. Yeah, I almost had one. But anyway, it's been pretty here the last several days, but I have sneezed. And I'm like, okay, some of this is allergies. So I took 2 Benadryls last night, my sleep medicine. It's been hot. Yeah, it's hot here today too, girl. It really is. I told him while ago, I was like, go ahead and turn it, because he's like, last night, he's like, I can't believe you don't turn the air on. I'm like, well, you know, trying not. And then while ago, I'm like, hey, can you turn the air on? He's like, yeah. Did he? No. So I had to go do that too. So that's another thing I said, I'll be here in a minute. Y'all had to go do that too. That took another minute. Because I'm having to cut it off at the breaker because for whatever reason, nothing around here can be repaired or fixed. But that is, oh, I about cut that off. My air unit will just run, whether it's on or off. It's like the fan, but it's not hot or cold blowing. It's just air blowing. So anyway, you know, $1,500 for 2 months power bill is a little ridiculous. I could have had a new air unit times 100 by the time I paid all these bills I had paid. So we're having to cut it off at the breaker to keep it from constantly running. Why? Because no one knows how to fix anything. I think I think we may be moving soon. Oh, that did have a little bitty dot right there too. Did it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is the weeding part of Cricut machining and all that. Now, I could stop and just do the mesh and make the wreath if y'all want. I wanted to see how my sign was going to do, though, you know. I got this wreath to make, and then I've got 2 mailbox swags, and I started working on my frames, and I got my frames half made, and then I didn't have some tape I needed, and so I couldn't finish it, and I got mad, and then I was sick, and I went into bed, and I've been up and down, but I ain't slept. I can't sleep. I don't know. I think just being sick. I thought after taking all them Benadryls last night I'd go out. No, I didn't go to sleep till 4 or 5 o'clock. It's 6. I think it was 6 o'clock. But I got up at like, what, 10:30-ish? 10:30, I think. I don't know. And that thing in the back of my throat swelled up, y'all. That's what I was telling you. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy. I took a picture, which I'm not going to post it because, anyway, crazy, y'all. And I Googled it, and it's like, if it gets so big, it can keep you from being able to breathe. I could not hardly swallow, and I could not spit. I could not make myself spit. I couldn't. It was so swollen. I started to go to my doctor, because my doctor's just 3 minutes down the road. But I hate going to the doctor, y'all. Which, if it had not really got any better throat-wise, but I did go back to sleep. I drank a cup of coffee, and that felt good, but it said that you don't need to drink caffeine with that swelling, because caffeine causes swelling. But anyway, it made it feel good because it was warm, I guess. Anyway, I woke up a couple hours later, and I felt better as far as I could breathe or swallow, a little bit better. But it was swelling all day. And it was so big, it literally almost had my throat closed. Why? Why can't you go see a doctor, girl? Why? Are y'all having to do it on Skyping still? I mean, because of the corona? I don't know. No, all our doctors are back full force. Thank gosh. Thank gosh. Thank Jesus. Thank God. I mean, for real. I'm so ready for life just to get back normal, if it can. If it ever will, I don't know. But for real, though, there's so many people who don't want to work. They can't, they say the food industry is the worst right now. But, I don't know. It's just ludicrous. They ring you and ask you how you feel. Feel like crap. That's why I need to come in. You can't go in. What if you need a shot in the butt? Because really, that's what I was thinking. I really thought I had strep throat at first. Because that's what it felt like. Really. It was just felt like strep throat. But then I got to looking because I literally could not swallow. And I was looking to see if I had the white spots. You got white spots down your throat if you have the strep. And so I didn't. That's when I was like, dang. Because, that thing was so swollen. But I didn't know it could make you stop breathing. Well, I get it because it blocks off your airway. You can't just go in. Yeah. Huh. No, we can. We can. We're back to normal on that part. We are. Thank goodness. Okay. So this is what that looks like. What I'll do is I'll just, I want to make sure this works. And then I'll, because that was the hardest part of it all because that's the smallest. This is bigger. But we can work on the wreath as long as I know this works. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. But not no. Not hard. Okay. Hold on. I was about to take the wrong part off. Well, that didn't work. That ain't right. Okay. I do this font is called Baby Boss. And I do like it. She loved this font. She kept saying that the other day. This, and there's one called White Milk or Milk something. I've got it wrote down. But anyway, Milk something. And they're both cute. They're both bubbly, you know. They're cute. I don't know. Our doctors, they've been back full force all, I mean, gosh, since mid last year, I guess. But, I mean, do y'all still have a lot of cases going on over there? I mean, because, I mean, we may have some, but you don't hear it very often. I don't hear it very often, let me say, but I don't listen to the news, you know. I watch, or I don't watch, but when I go to, like, my email, you know, how, or Google something, you'll see Google News or, you know, stuff that's happening in your area. That's the only way I know what's going on outside my house. And the other day, this man killed everyone in the house. He was a sex offender, and no one knew, supposedly, I guess. The dad to the girl, the parents were divorced, and this woman was seeing another man, well, a new man. But supposedly, he had never been told that he was a sex offender, and he had, what it was, he was told, kind of. But they had some girl call the real dad and act like she was the person who had a claim against that man, and said, oh, it was a big misunderstanding, it wasn't no big deal. He killed like 7 or 8 people in the house. And there's all kind of torture chamber stuff going on. Oh, it's so horrible. Yeah, I got you, girl. I hate that. I hate it still going on. I felt so bad for that man. I feel bad for all the people that was in the house, man. It was, I don't know why. I don't know what happened to the one that did the killing. I don't know if he's in jail or if he shot himself. I don't even know. I had to quit watching it. Too much sadness. I got enough. Really got enough. But it is horrible. And that, bless that man. And the woman who called to act like it was no big deal to play it off, shame on her. She likes to repent them sins. Anyway, I can't imagine a woman doing that. Protect some evil monster. I hope they take her down. She's just as much to blame. You know, if you're going to cover it up, you're part of it. Yeah, it'll go away, girl. Eventually, I guess, huh? I hate that. I mean, I know I've heard just a few here and there that's had the corona still, or just, you know, new cases, or maybe not as bad, you know, just got a touch of some type of strain of it. But this is really cute. Okay, I'm hoping this fits my sign, my board. I had it done a little, oh, I know what I did. I forgot I had to put tape on there to hold my thing to the machine. Let's see. No. Okay. It's at the top where my tape stuck to it. It's wanting to pull the wrong thing. But it was just very sad and tragic. And the other kid, there was 3, the guy that was the dad that was talking, it was his daughter that got, his daughter, but two boys, they wasn't his, but they called him dad and considered him dad. Hey, Janet, where, Arkansas, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure. It was on Google News. You can Google Arkansas man who killed like 7 or 8, I think it was 7 in the house. But y'all, he had all kind of drugs, needles, sex toys, chambers, chains, hooks. And this didn't just start. This did not just start and just happen. I don't. There's no way. They showed some of the family went back and was videoing things the police did not confiscate for evidence, which blows my mind. because there's drugs, there's all the sex stuff and paraphernalia of all kinds. It is it's sad. It's horribly sad. I don't know how they didn't and why they didn't take that stuff in. And the people were not touching it. Like, don't touch it, just video it and take pictures so they can come get it. And then they called the law to come get it. But y'all, I would have been beside myself if somebody had not took that kind of evidence in, and as much that was still in that house as evidence. It was unreal. It was unreal. Very sad, very tragic. And I get to reading it, but I did watch the video that the family had took of the stuff. It just blows my mind how the law did not see fit to tote that stuff in. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing. I don't know all of it, obviously. No one does. But, y'all, that is just crazy. Shame on that woman who lied for that man. I don't know if he died or not. I don't know. I do not know. I don't remember. Y'all, I know I sound so nasally. I cannot even. My head is so stopped up. But it's sad, Janet. It was Arkansas, I'm pretty sure. And like I said, I opened up my Gmail. It was yesterday, I do believe I read that. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. I think it happened the night before, though, but I'm not certain. Not certain. Come out. I hate when it's such a little sliver. I'm tearing it all up. Trying to get that one little piece out. Come out. Come out. I think it didn't cut it all or something. Where's my... Oh, not hard. Oh, it should have cut. See right here in the A? It's so dark. The black spot, the black line, it didn't cut an opening. And I'm sitting here trying to cut an opening because it should be. I will create one, though, in the other one. Yeah, he wants more than that. Okay. Oh, tear it all up, nothing. Okay. I don't know. It's just okay. So the dad, he had a friend there with him. Thank goodness, that was for moral support. So, they got the boys that were killed. The whole family was killed, y'all. But, he said that those boys considered him, their dad, that he was there since one was one and before one was ever born. And they were still trying to be adopted by him because they've been in the process for like 10 years. These kids were 13 and up, y'all. I think the boys might have been a little younger. I'm not certain. It's just like, wow. It's devastating. This is what I like when it's great big pieces. It just all comes out. Yeah, it was awful. Okay, let's see. Let's take this out. Oh, don't you just love it when it all comes right out together? Yes, I do. I have got to find my little silicone cup because it'll stick these right in there and you ain't got to sit there and fight it like that. I am curious if he lived or not. Janet, if you're on there, if you're still here and you look it up, let me know. I'm curious. I don't know if he killed himself. I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up myself. Just hold on. Because I need to know. I do want to know. Y'all, the whole world, so much death, so much senseless death. People killing people for no reasons. I mean, there's one thing of accidents and situations and, kids that should not ever have a gun, obviously. Shirley. Hey, girl. Hey, lady. We were talking about a sick, perverted man. Y'all, he'd been in prison for a long time for child or for a sex crime. But like I said, he had that lady pretend that she was the one who, they called her an actress and said, you know, she was the one that said it was nothing. I think 7 died. 7 or 8 died. I don't know. Our world has gone to hell. It really, I mean, I know there's a lot of good people. The bad just seems so overwhelming. Haven't seen, I know, girl, I've been so sick. Thank you, Sally. I need to have my nails done. I have been so sick. I have not left my house. They need to be done. They've grown out so much. I'm not going to show them up close. But there's one that has half of the French tips gone. See the difference in the length? That one, I don't know. I think I cut it with a knife in here the other day, and it started peeling. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Y'all cross your fingers. But thank you, Sally. You're so sweet about that. I think this is going to be too big. I think. Okay, let me cut this off the edges. Hold on. So I know exactly edge to edge. Because I need to shrink it a little bit. That's what I was... Oh, yeah, I got the space in the center here, too. Hold on. Because I don't know. Might need that space right there between the knock hard. Knock hard. I'm doing it on this cheaper printout, y'all. Let's just join. I was doing it on this cheap paper before I actually print it out on the on the nicer black paper that I'm going to do it on. I just wanted to make sure that it looks size of it. This may be too big. I did go up on size before I printed it, but that's okay. I'll save this for something else too, though. I mean, this ain't wasted. And you could use that as a stencil. You know, I could stencil it. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a bit big, y'all. Just a bit. Just a bit. I shouldn't have upsized it. I shouldn't have sized up a little bit on it. I should have left it like I had it. I like it big, though. I like it big. But, yeah, Shirley, I seen you on live yesterday. I was like, Lord, because I could have swore, because I was fixing to order some from them, and from the other place, and because the other one you were on is usually so much higher. All right, so this is too big, okay, because this is what it's got to fit on, okay. So I need to go back down on my police sign and then my knock hard, and it'll be fine. I'm going to leave the but not like you're the, because I don't want that any smaller. It won't show the lettering as nice. So, see how, you know. Let me print it out one more time. One more time, y'all. Hold on. How are y'all doing? It is so pretty here. How's the weather up there where you are, Miss Shirley? Aren't you Pennsylvania, you said? Let's see. I think Pennsylvania. Okay, let me ungroup. I don't know what I did a while ago. I must have clicked it and somehow I made a copy of my image because I had a little picture next to it. I'm going, how'd that happen? Okay. So that was, let's see, this is just a little long. Let me go up an inch. Okay, it's because that's at 309. Oh, great. Now what do I do? Hold on. I can't see, y'all. I have got to get surgery on my eyeball. I was watching somebody. Oh, there's a lady who lives not far from me. And actually, she lives closer now than she did. I was on her live yesterday, replay. Let's go up on knock hard. I was at 1.9. I'm going to 1.6. But it is beautiful here in Birmingham-ish area. And I'm going to shorten the police down size-wise. Just a hair. What I'm going to do is do this group. Okay, and then I'm going to, let's see. Excuse me, y'all. I've just had a head cold. I guess really it's just a hot cold. We're going to work on the wreath in just a minute. I wanted to try to get this printed out. So let me tell it. None. What's the cutting mat? None. Media. Letter. Okay. I'm going to print it out on regular paper and see how I like. I did that with the other one too, but that's going to be just a little long. Let's see. File. Print. Okay, I did get mesh. Yeah, I ordered so much mesh. And I like Craft Outlet and that White's Bayou. Now, you know, especially when they got them sales going on, y'all. But sometimes, you know, everybody runs good sales. But, okay, I think that'll print all on one. Okay, so anyway. Blah. I got okay, the mesh. Forgot what I was saying. Okay, so I made the bow the other night. I can get it up out of here. Hold on. Okay, I did get it put all together. I have it like fluffed, you know. I just redid it and stuck it together and zip tied it. So there's no sense in fluffing it till I really get ready to put it on the wreath. So, and it's going to the bottom of the wreath because the sign of the United States is going to be up above it. So that's our bow. And they do have this police ribbon. I know they did have at Craft Outlet. And they did have a whitish and I think it's white and beige or white and gray, something of that nature. And so I bought that local. I know somebody asked me the other day about that. I bought mine local here in the Birmingham area. But that's been years ago, you know. I've had it that long, but okay. I'm going to save these because, like I said, this can also be used as a stencil. So those are not trash. These are good pieces. Okay. What's it doing? Why? Hold on. Hold on. I go Wednesday to have surgery. I'm like, do you? Was it you? No, it was my other lady that lives down here. So, do you have cataracts? Or what? I had cataracts in both eyes. I've had the left one done. And with my right eye, I would not be able to identify my old man. I know what he looked like. For real. I was looking at something the other day and I counted how many shadows. And I think I counted 7 or 8. For real. I'm like, dang. It ain't but $100, which is really nothing. And I think my insurance covers my glasses. So I just need to take my butt to the doctor and have the other surgery done on this eye. And it's really, it's not that bad of a surgery if you've never had it done. Yes, you do. Do you? He said, you're too young for cataracts. I said, I was too young for RA at 13, but oh well. God thinks I can handle all the things. Bring it on. Just saying. Okay, it's trying to print. It's slow. All right, let me unload this because I've got a wrinkle right in the middle. Unload. I got a wrinkle right there. Y'all see that? I know you do. Like, that ain't gonna work. I don't know why I got a wrinkle, but I do. But, have you had it done? Have you had it done before, Shirley? I am way behind because it's just now going when I said bring it on, that was a minute ago. Okay, so here's what it did on the actual printer. So you tell your machine that no machine, no cutting mat, and you make sure it's lined out in black, or if you want to do it in color, whatever you want to print it out in. And then you go over to file, and like you're normally going to print something, and that's how you do that. Okay, so let me get my sign and say that's going to be just right. I think that's going to be just right. Let me fold it. And see, when we got that, where the whole, because we wanted to be able to see our board behind it, you know, that's one reason I did it, where you have the holes, where the openings are, where there's no, the lines you see is the border of the letter. The inside where there's nothing is what you're going to see of my sign. So you'll see the blue and glitter. And so I think that right there will be just right. You know, we can work with that. Because actually there's a little bit more space at the top that you're not going to have either. So let me just fold that over. And this is one thing that took me. Well, first it was, you know, in this house way back the blue. And then I had done this too. And she's like, I think I want that sign more. I said, okay, you know, I don't care. So we can cut this apart like I already did. And we'll have knock hard. And then we'll be able to back the police up to over here. And this won't be hanging off. So that's how that'll look. So, I don't know why I have a ridge, but I do. I don't know why. I need to flip it around. Well, that'll be a lot easier. Let's just do it that way. I guess that's the problem. Say there's a piece of the paper right here on the edge. That's probably where this has scrolled up and made it have a bubble. Okay. Now, like I said, I have a piece of tape because I need a new mat. But y'all all said y'all had to do this right here too, and it actually works pretty dang well. So, hey, if it works, go with it. Because I have washed my mat and all the things, but it still does lose its sticky after a while. Come down. Okay. Now, I just barely make that tape right there, which is now not barely enough. Okay, but if you hadn't had the surgery, Shirley, I had your left. Oh, you did too? I've had my left done. That's so funny. I had your left done. We're in the same boat, girl. We're in the same boat. That is so funny. I found it funny because, again, you know, I've never had anything like that done. I've never had any eye issues in my life. For real. I mean, yeah, I might need readers back when I was, you know, barely 30s and all that, but y'all, now, Samantha needs a magnifying glass and then some. So let me put this in and print this out since we know that's going to be just what we want. Load that in. Let's do a test cut. Let me go back and then we'll work on our wreath. But yeah, so, you know, you got all the drops you have to do for like 2 or 3 days or a week. I can't remember. But anyway, so yeah, you do the drops and then, no, I messed that one up earlier. Okay. So, so when you get to the doctor, he does it in like an office. It's not like you go to a hospital, or I didn't go to a hospital. His office is very clean and all blah, blah. But anywho, oh, I lost my mind there for a minute, y'all. I forgot what I was doing. Cameo, Smitha. Matt. Cameo. Letter 12 by 12. Let me put this back on here. Okay, so, I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a border. I don't like to waste this paper, let me make sure. You can hit your send button and it'll show you your cut lines. It'll show you if you're off your mat. And, ooh, I'm a little close. I'd rather come down and not mess up because I'd rather waste a smidgen versus having to redo the whole thing. Okay. So be it. So be it. Oh, wait. I want to see if I can make my A different. Hold on. I want to make my A ungroup and the not hard because my hard, the A, ungroup. I didn't have that little piece where I could open it. Let me just do this. We're going to group. I'm going to cut. That ain't going to do it either. Ungroup. Wait, let me unstretch. Okay. Ungroup. I don't know. Let me look at my line space because, okay, we're at 0.125. Okay, but that ain't gonna make, I'll just have to cut it again. Okay, never mind. I'll just cut a little space out at the arch of the A if it needs it. Group. And remember, if you are learning about these machines, you have a weld button. Weld is like if you had like a letter that touches another letter and you don't want it to cut between the two, you want it to be one piece. That's welding it together where it's all one word, where it's all together. It touches and it doesn't cut your line. It cuts around as though it's one piece. So once you weld though, you can't unweld. So if you're not sure, before you weld, make a copy, duplicate, copy, duplicate it, put it to the side of your paper, on your machine. You have like a big area, but you can slide it over off the mat, and that way you don't lose that original font and size and how it's laid out. Because once you weld it, there's no unwelding it, or there's not on the silhouette. I don't think you can on the Cricut either. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so this paper, I'm going to do a little bit more. Let's do a okay, wait. Vinyl matte. Yeah, but this is a textured paper too. This is a textured. I don't know what to put. I don't know. Anybody got any idea? Metallic? Maybe metallic. It's not metallic. Metallic's more like a foil, I guess, ain't it? This has got like a texture to it. It's got like a texture. Oh, there you go. You can see that. See that texture in it? It's got the lines. It looks leathery almost, and it's pretty thick. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that, Shirley, but I got you on that. Which, they didn't put me to sleep. I do have to pay for that. That's what it cost me $100 is to have the La La Land, effect. But they put you, you're on your bed when you go in, whatever they got to do to you, prep you, what all, get you IV. But anyway, and they start doing your dilations and stuff. Well, when they roll you back, you stay on that bed. They just tilt you upside down. Did y'all know that if you're upside down, your eyes automatically stay open, and that's why they put you upside down? I'm like, really? Learn something every day. But he put me upside down, and then he put like a mask or something. I think it holds the eye open. And then he started gobbing stuff on there, which it didn't hurt. I mean, nothing hurt. You didn't feel nothing. But it was the weirdest thing because it's like globs of stuff he put on your eyes. Like, okay. But you can't blink, I think, is what... Or maybe that pad kept you from blinking, but your eyes, when you're upside down, automatically stay open. Who knew? Not me. But the $100 is my copay for being put to sleep. Same thing at the dentist. I can't have the gas. They don't cover that. Okay, we'll pay for that. Samantha needs the laughing gas. We're all about the giggles. Okay, I'm trying to think of what I need to do this in, y'all. It's not a glossy, I don't know, reflective, textured, translucent. That's not translucent. You can do little wood pieces through here, it says. I don't know, vinyl, maybe matte, vinyl matte. I don't know. Carbon fiber, temporary tattoo paper. There's so many new things these machines can do. I'm just going to do the matte. Let's just do a test. There's a test button at the bottom. We're going to do that. And, hold on, I got a message. My phone's 100% charged. Let's see. Yeah, when y'all comment, this is what it'll hit me up. And I don't know why. Oh, you just Googled it. Okay. Why is messaging me that Shirley just commented while we're live? That is so weird to me. It'd be different if it was a message, but it's a comment. You Googled it. There's so many that I couldn't find the one. Oh, really? That ain't good. Let me check this right here real quick and make sure it went all the way through. When it does a test print, it cuts a little triangle in the very tip. I'm trying to hold it above the comments, but there's a little triangle, and then you can cut, or make sure it comes out, rather. See how that little hole is right there? Now, obviously I didn't get it even, but you see why I didn't get my paper even. There's a shift over here where the lines are. You see how it cut my triangle piece a little short? So I need to, either I have to move it over the machine or I move it over on here. So let me just move it over right here since I know what I'm doing with it at the moment. Okay. So it just needs to be slid over just a buzz. But that's one good thing about doing a test print. One, the main thing is that you're going all the way through your piece of material. That's the biggest important thing about your test cut. I may have said print, but I meant cut. Yeah, that's so sad. There's so much going on in this world. In our country alone. I don't know about the world, but our country alone has lost their brain. I mean, it is just, that's just so sad. All right, so let me do another test just to make sure we're on point. I'm sure we are, because I'm good. I'm good like that. Yeah, it went right below it. Perfect. Okay. Load. All right, so, and that's good. And I did that on vinyl matte, by the way. All right, and then send. Send. Be free. Cut. Who's that cut? Okay. Hold on. Let's pick this up real quick while that prints. Or cuts. Okay, Janet. Yeah, see, when I go on Google, it starts pulling up, like, news and things that's going on. Y'all, there is so many people being frauded from Google. There's a fake Google site or something. Y'all double check your Google news because there's so much. Carol, girl, how are you? I seen her say Carol. I'm like, where's Carol? I seen you too on some. Oh, me and you was on the same. I was on the replay. You was on the live. Thank you. I feel not fabulosus, but thank you. I did put a face on because I look so bad, because I feel so bad, because I've got allergies and cold. My throat was so, y'all, that little thing that hangs in the back, your uvula. The other day when it happened, I say my ugly. Y'all, I think that's a little banjo thing. But it was so swollen. I almost could not swallow, and I dang well could not even spit. Literally. And I Googled that, and it's like, that is when, if it had gotten any worse and I couldn't breathe, I couldn't breathe, that you have to go to the ER or your doctor or something, or even call 911 if it gets so big, because it closes off your airway. I've never had that happen. Since when I had, at 13, when I came out with, down with whatever, with RA, my tonsils, if you will, lymph nodes, not lymph nodes, but the tonsils have been swollen for decades. But it doesn't feel swollen there like it used to when I was younger. But that thing in the middle of your throat, I swear to God, y'all, I took a picture. I'm like, oh my gosh. Because I thought it was a strep, and I was looking to see if I had the white bumps and stuff. Yodeling. Yodeloo. Walmart will pay $4 million as compensation to customers who will receive something. Oh, yeah, this right here is called Visible. This is what I did for 2 days. The day I went Thursday, when I woke up sick, I got up out of bed I'd go get my second cup of coffee after I had fell back asleep and went back up. And I'm like, FedEx was out in the yard, and so was a white vehicle, and I'm like, and somebody's running to the FedEx truck, and I thought, so I go outside, and it's my dad and FedEx, which FedEx is bringing me my shipment of medical over-the-counter stuff that I get through my pharmacy, through my plan. Anyway, blah. So he's like, he wants to sign up for Visible. Visible is VISIBLE. It is it's $30 a month. You sign up, I think within this month, you get a $5 discount, so $25. Every month, unlimited, phone data, all the things. It is through, they are a company through Verizon. They are associated with Verizon. And don't put in any of your information. You can download an app and you can go to the website. But if you do and you input your email and your name, then they can't help you, because then you are associated with an account that you can't get into because there's no password. Even when you set up a password, it sits there and spins. I had to set up my mom and dad 2 different email accounts twice, and then delete the other one. And that was beside their original one. So they had their original, then I created a new one because I messed up both times. And then literally customer service had to help me, walk me through after I created my dad's 3rd email. And then I got locked out. And so the next day he come over, which was Friday. Yesterday. No, day 4. Friday. And so he was here at 10:30 that day. And I still felt bad. And so but we were on the phone, and I had to do the chat. They don't have a phone number. You have to chat message with them for customer service. But it is a very good deal. It's very cheap. It's pretty much unlimited everything. Like, that sounded kind of funny there. I'm sorry. I know that's kind of loud. I'm sorry. That's one reason I'm trying to talk a little loud. But it's a very good deal, and I'm probably going to check into it myself. It is through Verizon, but you don't go through Verizon. You go through Visible. 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 Yes, I have Temu. You probably wasn't on here the other night. You could yodel. Oh, yeah, that was the other message. I have, and I ordered the bags that I'm putting like clothes in and stuff. They're like a cloth bag zipper with handles that's stitched on each side. And I showed my dad, and I have one that I have got sweaters, winter clothes, all that in, and they're really, really big. I paid just a few dollars for a buttload, but I ordered like a set of 3 and I ordered a set of 6. I don't know. I paid like $3 for a set of 6 or something. But that they do have a little plastic window. They're not high dollar, but they literally did better than I expected. Which, in comparison to a Rubbermaid or whatever plastic tote, you can order 6 through Amazon for $200. You know what I'm saying, for real? That's a lot. So these little bags, I'm just putting clothes in them to put them in my storage unit, you know? So, yeah, they work great. I did that. Oh, yeah, remember you seen it because I showed you my can opener, Sally. These came from Temu and Amazon. The only thing different in these is that these handles are a little wider and flatter than my others are more round. and a little more not so wide. So it already makes it really wide in my hand. And I have big hands because I'm a big person. I'm a very big person. My hands are what, 7? Yeah, from wrist to tip of my fingers is 7 inches. And that right there is very, I thought about taking my pliers and squeezing the handle just a little bit in because they're just a little wide. Remember, I couldn't get that big jar open of the big Mod Podge jug, but they do have the little pop top up here, and you can actually get like a jar lid, like a cannon jar, or you can use it to pry. And then you got these 3 satins, and you got these 3 satins. You got so many different variations. I love this. But these were like 5-ish on Temu, where Amazon wanted like 15-ish, somewhere around those figures. I don't remember exact. So anyway, yeah. And then I got something else through them. Something else. I don't remember what it was. What else did I get? What else did I get? Oh, it's so hot. I am so hot. Hold on. Unplug that. Let me plug my light back in where we can see each other. Where I can see. Where I can't see. I can't see. Oh, there's something else. I had something else. Now, again, one thing I was talking about with Google, y'all, there are so many people that are getting frauded because it even says like it's like your taxes and stuff of that nature, and you need to you're getting emails, you're getting on the wrong Google site. Y'all, IRS is not going to email you up, to my knowledge, unless you've already given them your information. You know what I mean? But if you don't know who they are or you're not sure, stop and call them. I hope I didn't cut that too wide. That looks long. That looks, I'm like, that looks just as big. Well, maybe because I've got a little bit more space over here, too. Okay. Hold on. All right, let me cut this light on where I can see. Okay. But, okay. I'm sorry, my lip is itching. I know I got lipstick on. I don't want to smear it everywhere if it smears. Yeah, I ain't wore makeup in so long. Wait, dang. But anywho, y'all please, please, please. There are so many people. And it says on here. But y'all check out Visible. If y'all are paid a lot of money for phones and you don't need, you know, me doing lives, I wouldn't be able to because you're limited to your upload. Well, I have internet at the house. So obviously that, but that would take up that problem. Because that phone y'all are on, I don't have no service on it. It's all run off my Wi-Fi. It's just another phone. Okay. T-Mobile home Wi-Fi price lock guarantee. Now, see, Verizon was like, oh, we got new home internet. See if you qualify. Yeah, well, not in my area. And I'm in the middle of town, on the outskirts of Birmingham. So, Visible reviews. 5 things to know before you sign up. I've read a lot of that. I watched a guy on YouTube. I didn't hear anything. Was it them? Let me think about that. Let me make sure that's right. West side of Birmingham, y'all. Don't ever come to Birmingham and go to the west side. Ever. Ever, ever. Ever. This phone, I took my case off and it is slick as you know what. And my phone has fell in the floor. It has fell everywhere because it will not stay nowhere because it is slick as you know what. Okay, hold on. I got to look this at what we were discussing a while ago, just real quick. I'm not going to take long. Okay. I thought it was Arkansas. Arkansas. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me put Oklahoma. I said Arkansas. I'm so bad. Oklahoma. Oklahoma. I put sex offender killed. Okay. Oklahoma. My bad. My sorries. Oklahoma. Sex offender killed 6 people, including his wife and her children. So he didn't. And this was 4 days ago. They say his name, Jesse McFadden. McFadden. Jesse, Jesse. Jesse McFadden, a convicted sex offender, killed 6, then himself. That's why they probably didn't worry about getting all the evidence out of the house. I wondered about, that's one thing I was wondering, because why they didn't get all the evidence. He killed himself. Killed her, her children, then himself, police say. Which is, if he didn't, somebody would have. And probably their dad, the children's dad. Shot and killed 3 children. His wife, him, who's the 6th, I don't know. Maybe another lady. 7 bodies. Henrietta, Oklahoma, 90 miles east of Oklahoma City on Monday. Okmulgee police chief said the victims had been shot 1 to 3 in the worst place. "35-year-old wife, 3 children, 17, 15, and 13. Two teens who were visiting, a 16 and a 14. So, sorry about the wrong state. Okay, so, moving right along. Happier thoughts, but yeah, I'm sorry. I just had to check because I knew. That's just sad. And the woman who told the lies, I think she ought to be held to some big accountable degrees. You know, she just risked an entire household. Obviously. For what? What? Why? I don't know. People, please use. People don't. There is no common sense, y'all. Y'all know that. I know y'all know this because y'all are not dumb. Common sense is not common. What's common to me is not common to you. And like Sally in another country is, you know, her common things are common to us and vice versa because you're in another country and different thoughts and, you know, it's just horrible. You could, oh yeah, same thing. Y'all say something else. Okay, let's, y'all want to make a wreath? Y'all want to make a wreath? Let me lay this down where I can see. There's a bug ball. Look like a bug. So anywho, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I just I didn't want to give out something wrong information, and I did because I said wrong state. But yo, back to the we need the eye surgeries. Back to the we need what do you call it? Carol, are you still on? Oh, Janet, y'all said that when you first saw me. Thank you. Y'all were so sweet. So sorry. I'm sorry I gave you the wrong information. The lady, Our Lord Wreaths. I don't know her. I don't know her whole page. What is it? Our Lord Reigns. LDR. Lord Rain. Our Lord Rain Designs. Our Lord Rain Designs. she used to live down by Chris's mother, which is probably a good hour from here, if you will, give or take. But it mainly because it's back roads or much interstate. But anyway, she now moved down here closer to me, down off the lake. But I don't know if you was listening to her whole thing about the legalities and stuff. But that is so many people don't understand. And yeah, the preacher's wife, the preacher husband. What? She has a preacher husband. Yeah, that's it. I was looking for the preacher's wife. Yeah, she's the preacher's wife. Yeah, she's so sweet. I've never met her, but several months back, I got to talking with her online, and I forget what about, but I think we said something about both being in the state here in Alabama. But have you been watching her for a long time? I don't watch her a lot. I don't know. Does she? She was doing the mannequin. I don't know whose. It don't matter what group or nothing like that. But a lot of people do talk about copyrights and such. But you don't hear a lot of people. I've not heard a lot of people complaining about, oh, my design was copied. I do and have heard about somebody getting their photos jacked, and that's one thing, obviously not cool. But what state are you? Carol, never mind, you're in Louisiana. I had to think, Carol. I had to think. Right, Louisiana. Are you, what part of Louisiana? Are you south or north? East or west? How far are you from Gulf Shores? She is very talented. Shirley, I'm sorry, girl. Hold on. Look. Hold on. Talking about that other. Yeah. It just gets me unnerved. Yeah. People, y'all would just live in a sick world. But what's common? It's not common. Northeast. Okay. So you're up there actually by Susan. Susan's in, she's north. I know her address. I know. Yeah, my old girlfriend. Several friends I'm no longer friends with. But this was the second book for Christmas. This is for your, what's that address? But I love this one because this is such a big one. Do y'all see this? Y'all, passwords. Okay, look, this whole book is passwords. I have an old book down in my desk full of passwords. Now, what's your address? Let's see. I can't think what part Susan's in. Duck Dynasty, I love them. Minden, Susan. See, Susan be hiding in the background, popping in. So I was going to look you up, girl. I couldn't think my tail. Y'all got to be close to each other, though. I don't know where Duck Dynasty's at. I thought they were closer to the water sides, south, where Susan's not from. And we'll leave it at that, Susan. How are you? How's that baby? Y'all, Susan's a hot mess. God love her. She's a hot mess. Susan, I don't know. What did I do in your address? Maybe I didn't put you in my book yet. I bet you in the other book. What other book? This book. Samantha, we got books all day long. It's in one of my notebooks. But yes, I know I have it because I kept your address from the shipping and because I wanted to, let's spend the other one that's in my drawer. But that's fine. No, right here. Y'all look, Samantha. Y'all think I'm crazy. I'm bona fide, y'all. Did post. It's in the process, says Sally. West Monroe, West Monroe. Monroe. I know that name. Addresses. I didn't make sure second. I don't guess I didn't show everybody, but. Well, I don't guess I did, Susan. I swore I wrote it down. I bet it may be in the other one that I have, but this was should be in this one. Let me write it down. So I have to be nuts. What color? Oh, that's what I was going to show y'all. The beautiful mesh. Thank you, Sally. Back on the track. What we do around here. Let me cut this off real fast. I say it real fast. Hold on. Yeah, I seen Carol on I don't know her name. Yeah, the preacher's husband is the husband preacher. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I gotta fix this wrinkle because it's gonna drive me nuts if I don't real fast. But anyway, but then I found Pam. I found Shirley on another live. She was on Deco last night. But I was on replays on both. I'm like, I'll be seeing y'all. Well, there's my peeps. There's my peeps. I'm going to be doing a black and blue wreath still, but the black has white edging on it, and it's so pretty. And she likes that too. And this is for Heather. She's in New York. She's supposed to be having a baby after she ain't give birth to a human in 6 years, I think she said. I love her. She's the one we made the domestic violence wreath 4 years ago. Oh, gosh, over a year and probably a year and a half or more. Maybe close to 2, y'all. Y'all, time has flown. I don't know, y'all, but gosh. I did a wreath today. What'd you make? All right, so let me put that up. All right. This is so pretty. Let me get this out the way real quick. Okay. Hold on. Y'all. All the cords, all the things. I get so mad I start throwing things because there's so many cords to everything. Okay. I bought several different blacks. And I swear, the first one I pulled out of the box looked blue. I'm like, what? I didn't need blue, but it's black. All right. Let me put this under here for now. What do I do with that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Everything I place, and I got to put it back. Yeah, I don't know about you. I wish I seen somebody doing a live, but they had a big square, like a horseshoe bar. And I was like, that's what I need. Which this desk is almost like one, but this room is only so big, y'all. Okay. So I have a little bit of black and white. Now, I do want to order some. I found some blue on Craft Outlet that's, and some black, and I want to order that. And, so here's the black and white. And, y'all know what else I found when I was shopping? Let me show y'all what else I found. Y'all remember Christmas? And I said, I gotta have some more. This has the glitter, and this is just the metallic. Let me give y'all a good, y'all have to keep your eyes open on Craft Outlet and on that White's Bayou. This is just the metallic. It's probably not doing a lot of justice with all the light, but it's so pretty. Bumblebee. Oh, did you? I started to make this one back here, but I mean, I do have these orders I've got to get made. I've got this police one, and then I've got 2 mailbox, and I wanted to do a baby doll because Dora wanted to do one, and I was going to show a little bit about how I made not the baby doll. Well, we were doing the lady in the garden. Y'all remember the green? It was like on a tall swag. Ooh, did y'all see that real quick? I got skills. This is the one that's got the glitter, but it don't come off, y'all. I love this one. I think they were like $3 or $4. I'm like, yes, please. So I got one of each. But this is the one we used during Christmas. I'm like, oh, I love it. This is so pretty. I have one desk and one big toolbox on each side. That's a good idea, is a toolbox. Well, in a way, I get that. That's kind of like this over here on my left. It's actually like both of the cabinets are really like a TV. This top one is black, and it's huge. You mount it to your wall to put that great big 72, I think, or 106, whatever inch it is. Because these cabinets are long. And then there's a bottom. It's about a foot shorter than the black. So the brown one on the bottom, it's got like 4 cubbies, but they're deep. And some of the back, they don't have a back on all of it. Some of it's got a piece of a back, but then there's places that's open. I've had to glue or nail popsicle sticks back there so my stuff wouldn't just go sliding out. Because it's, you know, it's up against my wall. Between me and my window, I had a little space where Max could get over there and look out the window, which he misses a lot. And I've really thought about trying to rearrange again to where he can look out. But those y'all came from Craft Outlet. Like I said, $3 or $5, $6. I mean, $3 or $4, not much. But I did want to show you that. We may use some of the red in the bow because we got the American, and also, obviously, for American Holiday. I really don't know what I'm going to make as far as random things because I really may be moving. Now, look, this right here came from Craft Outlet, y'all. Again, I didn't give a $1 or $2 because they had them on sale. Now, they change their sales all every other minute. But I got one of those. I thought I had 2, but I got 1. And then I got 2 of these. And again, these were like $1 or $2. Y'all, there's a bunch of stems on there. Let's see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 12 bulbs of cotton. There's 3 or 4 stems coming off. Y'all have to go check them out. Keep your eye open. And sign up for their emails. And when they run sales, they'll tell you. And go check it out. Just get what's on sale, y'all. Especially for the next season or something that you could use. Send a picture. Okay, cool. You have a roll-up desk from the Home Depot. You crank it up. You crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it down. Michelle, that was funny. What did I say, girl? Oh, the ribbon flying in the air? I have skills, girl. How are you? Y'all, I have been so sick. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all jumping on. Carol, how's your chair doing? Carol's the one that's got the chair like this, but it vibrates, got the leg and all the stuff, and her washing machine or something whistles Dixie at her when it's done. And yeah, my dryer the other day started buzzing. I'm like, why? Why? Okay, I don't know what I thought, but this is a foam welcome, which you could put it on a board, or you can just, you know, tighten it straight out with your wire and hold it firm. Or probably what I would put on a cheap or a thin Dollar Tree sign and do something, because it's just a foam welcome sign. Fantastic. I'll look at that, Shirley, when I get done, babe. Yeah, y'all send me pictures. I'd love to see y'all's makings. What was I? I was going to show you something. Oh, the mesh. I don't know, y'all. Lord mercy. I've lost my brain. Ugh, y'all. Let me get the rest of it, too. While I'm showing y'all this, let me show you what they have. Because I seen Deco showing some mesh yesterday, and I don't know if I have some identical or similar, because they pulled out a whole strip of it. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, I got the blue. Hold on a minute. Oh, gosh. I got 21 rolls of mesh, y'all. And I didn't pay a little over $100 for 21 rolls of mesh, picks, ribbon. I only bought these 2 ribbons, I believe. Mesh. I gotta open this door up for a minute. He ain't got, you here? I guess he is. He's just quiet. He may be asleep. Okay, here's some. Oh, here's some other things. Oh yeah, here. Okay, look, y'all. For 100, I think I spent 120. I don't know, but over $69, there's no shipping. Okay, once you spend $69, there's no shipping with Craft Outlet. Oh crap! I don't know about White's Bayou. Susan, you remember? She may be. I don't know if she's still on or not. Okay, I got, these are 2 different stems. They came in no bag. I put them in a bag. My Temu bag, by the way. Y'all, save your bags from Temu because they have the sticky stuff, and I like that. My girlfriend started to wad them up, and I'm going, no! She's like, what? I'm like, those are reusable bags. But look, it's got bales. I don't know, y'all. I'll tell y'all the prices in just a minute because I have my spreadsheet over here. But they got bales. There's several bales on there. But those are so pretty and flocked. Y'all. Excuse my coughing. I get hot, y'all. I get hot. Let me see what the air. I break it down. It says it is still 79 degrees in my house. 79 degrees in my house. Okay. This here, let me get my list. Oh, by the way, too, y'all, look, Samantha be in all the things. Can I get anything done? No. But, they're getting all the things. La, 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 la. Oh. All right, Craft Outlet. Okay. The Jingle Bell picks, I paid $1.79 a piece. These football helmets, my local stores are about $5, maybe $5.50. These were, I got one for $1.88, which is the blue and gold. This one is $1.88. I got a blue. They would only let you get one ornament ball. It's blue with gold stripe. They would only let you get one. If you wanted more, you had to talk to customer service. I don't know why. But this is a 4-inch, $1.91. You can't buy a foam ball for $1.91. The lemon spray was $2.95. Still $2, $3. That still ain't bad for 12 bulbs. Okay, the jerseys were $2.05 or $2.06. And I love these. And these can be spray painted, y'all. Because these are what I love to put on my footballs. Y'all know that's what started me back in the day. And again, these are the same price. These, the helmet and a football, they're made out of foam. They're pre-glittered. You can get them in most any colors, which this right here is a Louisiana color thing almost, I guess. Orange. No, y'all are yellow. This is orange and purple. That'd be a Van, not a Vandy, shoot. Clemson is what I'm thinking. Okay, you must have a lot of match now. Well, not really. I do, but it's such a sporadic of colors because thank God and bless her for Donna, who has sent me so much of this ribbon and mesh for real, you know. But black and white is so hard to come by. Never ordered. Susan, okay, yeah, I have. I can't remember about their shipping status as far as, okay, so these and the helmets at my store locally are anywhere from $5-ish and up. And these, what I say, the jerseys here were $2. The helmet was $1.91 on one was $1.88. But I did get a gold and blue, which again, I'll paint these whatever colors I need them. So I got that one, oh, and a green and white. which is like a local color. You know, we're going to make a green and white mailbox swag. We're going to put that town name on it from a girl down the road. Okay, so anyway, there was another. I thought I had several. Okay, maybe it's three helmets and 2 jerseys. Okay. Oh, my Alabama Elephants, which they don't have the. I wish they had the stuff like this, but they were out of the Tigers. But my Elephants, Roll Tide. Roll Tide. They're just thin. They're very thin. But, y'all, back in the day, I say back in the day, years ago, for the past 2, I think not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, Walmart downsized the little elephants. You know, they got all the Christmas decorations. Like, you can get the candy stuff to go on your tree. You know what I'm saying. But all that stuff is like 3D, like like these. They're ornamental. They're 3D. They're like the real size. Well, they used to have elephants, and they had holes in them. They, you know, just to make it show some detail. And they used to have them, and I would always buy them. I didn't care what color, because I'd spray paint them gray, blue, black. Not blue, but gray or black. You know, typically gray. Or red even. Because, you know, we're red, black, white, gray for Bama. But even these weren't too awful much, I know, because I didn't pay much for nothing. Okay, I do have a natural wood sign. I thought I did. What to do with it? I got another welcome sign. It's wooden. I thought it was right here. Oh, it is. It is. I got the wooden sign that says welcome, and it is $3.25. It's not as thick, but it is. I mean, it's probably about a 1/4 inch thick, so it's nice. You know, you don't need nothing great big, y'all. Now, Hobby Lobby, the one we put on the one I had welcome on the last Dragonfly I did, those were from Hobby Lobby. I want to say it was like 8, 10, 12, something. I can't remember, y'all. Don't know why. But anyway. So moving right along. Let me show y'all this. And I'll try to tell you the prices if I can remember to. Or y'all want to know, let me know, and I'll tell you. Y'all may not want to know all the prices. I don't know. But anyway, there you are. Oh, let me see what the ribbon was real quick. Ribbon. Okay, the elephant picks was $1.75. That natural wood sign, it was $3.25. The glitter welcome cutout that I said, that was $2.63. $2.81 for one of the football helmets. $2.93 for the white and green helmet. The orange, purple, white helmet was $3.09. So those are still like $2 plus cheaper than what I could get them local. And plus they were shipped to me for free. I didn't have to drive to literally an hour away to go get them. And that's a lot of gas. That's another reason I like to order. Hey, Laura, how are you, girl? You're late. You're fine. Never. Okay. Golden purple. Yeah, golden purple LSU. That was not gold. That was orange. Like orange, like Florida. But it's orange. I think it's, what I say, Clemson? I think Clemson's orange and purple, ain't they? What you been doing, Miss Laura? La 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 la. Ribbon. Okay, ribbon. Okay. The metallic red was $3.95. Okay, I lied. The glitter metallic ribbon, it was $5.50. But that's okay. It's 10 yards. $5.50 and $3.95, as I say. $3.95 for the non-glittered, but it was metallic. Those are not bad prices. Not when people want 8, 10 for a roll. So yeah. Plus it was free shipping it to me. I didn't have to go get it. Or spend, I mean, you only got to spend $69 with Craft Outlet to get free shipping. So that's not bad at all. For real. You know, a lot of people want you to spend $100, $150 or something. And I get it. I mean, shipping is not cheap. But $69, we can do that. Okay, one more thing. Facebook, if y'all don't know, has a lawsuit going on. And you have if you are on Facebook in the U.S., sorry, Sally, if you were on between May 24 of 2007 and December 22 of 2022, y'all can take a screenshot if you want to. I printed out what was on there when I went to it, but they have like rights that have been broken. It's a class action. If they win, you win. If you sign up. If you do nothing, you get nothing. Y'all, I did this with a thin diet pill. I got $2,000. Sign up. I did that through another lawsuit too on Facebook, but I don't know if I did it in time. I think I waited too late. I did. I think I waited too late, and that was dumb on my part. Do it now. You've got till, okay, opt-out deadline is July 26th. Your objection deadline is July 26th. Claim deadline is August 25th. September 7th at 1 o'clock, I guess is the day for the actual court hearing. But that's up to y'all. But hey, get free money. All your rights and all your, I'm going to hold it there for 1 second. Let y'all screenshot it. Should you be interested? Or Google Facebook lawsuit. Here it is. It's Facebook Inc. Consumer Privacy User Profile Litigation. Okay? There's the header at the top. Profile litigation. User profile litigation. And it's case number. When y'all go back on replay and listen to it, look at what timestamp you're at, and go back and listen if you need to write it down again. Same old, different day. Good. Oh, good. Thought about this is going, yeah, same thing with them too. Same with them too, girl. All right. Case number 3, semicolon, ... whatever. 3.18. Y'all see the ... Y'all know me. Semicolon. Yeah, anyway, 3.18 dash MD, as in McDonald's, MD, little m, little d, dash 02843 dash V as in Victor, C as in cat. 318 MD 02843 BC. You can Google, it'll pull it up. All you gotta do is go in there, sign up, hit yes, include you. And when they settle, they'll send it to you. I've been sick, Laura. I'm trying to get better. It's just old head cold because it's just hot, cold. So anyway, I did want to tell y'all that because I forgot about it. I do got to fill that out. All right, so move right along. Let me put that down there. Actually, I need to put that over there. Hold on. I need to do that. Need to get that one done. Okay, this right here is what we're using on this current wreath for the police. Y'all, I love this. This is navy and royal. And just in case y'all are interested, these all came from Craft Outlet. And it's RE850219. I love that for the police. Love this for July 4th or American Holiday. Okay, it's got the thick border. Y'all know it's that way on top and bottom. Okay, this you're not gonna pull out like Damon was talking about. Okay, this is just a regular blue. I think I already had this one. I think this is one I already had. It is because I pulled it out in case she still wanted it. All right. Let me just put it there. Okay. This is one of the other blue ones I had that was one of her options. Okay. The other one we are going to use, these are going to be together. Love this. This is Deco Polymesh, and it's RE850362. It's black with white. It don't say border, but it is border mesh. It just says Deco Polymesh. Usually it says border. This one don't say border either. It just says Poly Deco. But these are what we're going to use in this wreath. I'm going to do curls on both. I ain't 100. I ain't 100 yet on that. I don't know. My first jelly. Oh, really? Jelly ribbon order. Did you? I started to. You sound like you still. I do, girl. This is day. I woke up Thursday with it. Today's Sunday, day 4. Thursday when I woke up, I could not swallow, couldn't spit. That ugly thing in your uvula. Ugly. I still want to say ugly. That thing that hangs in the middle of your throat, uvula. It was so swollen, I couldn't even spit. I mean, try to swallow. And when your throat is so swollen, it even said, y'all, that you may have to call 911 and get an ambulance or go to the hospital, whatever, because if you get so big, you can't breathe. And I was almost to that point for real. And I was like, dang. All right. So, hang on, y'all falling down there. I need to move this before I gouge. Y'all see that little peak right there for the cricket and the... Y'all see how... It's like a dental pick, y'all. You see how sharp that is? You see how that glistens right there? Yes. That's what I stuck myself with a while ago. It's magnetic. I forget that. Okay, move right along. Look, Samantha's easily amused. Sorry. Okay, now this is just a deco poly mesh. And it's got the, like, plasticky foil. It is RE130102. Y'all, when I go to Craft Outlet, the first thing I do, and I got me some white. It's got like a, it looks pink, it looks green, what do they call it? Iridescent. It is RE1301F1. But I like to have a variety of different white. This is the blue with blue metallic. I love this border mesh, y'all. I don't know, it's just so different, you know. But it is RE850225. This one I got from there too, and I've got to make one. No, I did not. Yes, I did. Yeah, because this is not their normal. This looks like a Hobby Lobby kind of thing, for real. It's pretty. It's a metallic ombre, but it's not very big around compared, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of a Hobby Lobby, but I like the colors because that's what our other mailbox swag is going to be, is a black and gold. So I went ahead and got that because I think it's so pretty and it's going to look nice. So, but anyway, this one is a metallic ombre mesh, and its number is XB 106310-15. Okay, I'm going to try to go, okay, I got 3 of the black with the plastic looking foil through it. Look, y'all, this one's so cute. And this one almost is not as big, real big either, but I don't know, you can see how big the ripples are. These are actually snowflakes. Now, this is what Damon pulled out, I think, last night on one of his lives he was doing about the border mesh. It can be pulled straight out because it's kind of like, see the lines? It's just like woven in, but it's not stitched in, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like the lines, it's like woven over and under, over and under. And I think it's so pretty. I mean, you're not going to sit there and typically pull, but if you do get some of this kind of mesh, make sure you cut it long enough to either, you're going to curl it either, you know, you can do a regular curl, but if you're going to roll them on both ends, make sure you do with these because they could unravel easier because of the way they made it. I didn't leave that out because that's going to go to the other one. Okay, and then I got the red and white. Now these, you see how that's stitched in? See how the stitching's in that? It's not just a line. See the difference in the stitching? This is just a line, and this is stitched in. That's the difference. You're not going to just pull this out like you could that one. But this red and white, it is RE850349. I love this, y'all. This is metallic navy with silver. RE1301MR. It's black. I'm sorry, navy with metallic silver. Yeah, I love that. I think it's so pretty. And I wrote on these because y'all, sometimes it is so hard. That's a sticker. But I just wrote because it is so hard sometimes to decipher blue and black. But that right there in the light, that is so pretty, y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that is like, trying to see if y'all could see the real blue. Can you see the real blue? Oh, I think you might can right there. Yeah, that is so pretty. That is a very pretty blue. Very pretty blue. I didn't realize how pretty that was until the light. Yeah, that is very pretty. All right. My grandson has a double. Oh, does he really? Huh. Cause any problems like breathing? I mean, not that it's swollen, but you know, I don't know. Okay, I got another blue with the navy with the blue, royal blue. Okay, and then the black and the white. And then this was the white with the silver. The white with the silver I really like. And it's RE130141. And then the black with the white. And you can Google or in their search tab striped border usually. It's RE850362. Alright. Oh, this right here. This is a wide weave mesh. They had several of these. This was one of the cheaper ones. Let me see what this wide mesh was here. Because some of them was a little bit more. And I'm like, I'm going to wait. I really didn't need it right now. But I love window pane type mesh. That's weird though. I've never heard anybody having a double one. But I mean, you don't, too much to talk about that. That snowflake ribbon mesh was $6.18. The wide weave metallic black, this was $4.95, which was not bad at all. But you don't. I used to love these, especially on my footballs, because I'd get I got silver and black, and that went real well with my Alabama. See that? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, these are just for special. Or, they make it look very, very high-end when you use this kind of mesh right there with the window pane and stuff. Because that 21-inch mesh, y'all, some of that stuff was like $25, $30-something. Like, no. Y'all, unreal. Unreal. Okay, but that one I said was what for? The red and white border striped was $5.25. The metallic royal blue was $4.50. That white with silver was $4.50. Mesh, let's see, metallic mesh, black and white was $4.75. Royal blue $4.95. The iridescent was $4.50. Yeah, see, these are not bad. I mean, some. That's why I was concerned about one person the other night, and I was like, wait a minute. But it was about ribbon, and I thought their ribbon was a little less on Craft Outlet, but, hey, I was just trying to help. What was I looking for? Oh, the wide weave, $4.95. Okay. All right, so anyway, see this right here? Or is that? That is navy. I was going to say, that does look navy. It is navy. I just showed y'all that, I think. I don't know, maybe I didn't. The navy with the black. That's navy with black. It's very hard. It's hard to see it, but let me take it out because I don't even think I showed Heather that one. But I like what we picked out better because you can really see it. Well, are these the same? Yes. Navy blue with black. No, this navy blue with blue. That's going to stand out a little bit better with the navy blue with black against the black and white. So that would be kind of hard to see the difference. But if you did it, not on dark, on dark, on dark. All right, so anyway, that's it, y'all. The others are just like duplicates. But anyway, I did want to show y'all what I got. Especially, the sale that they had going on was really good. I was very happy with it myself. Alright, let's see. I don't think I needed the white out. I don't mean white out, I mean the white out of the box. Oh yeah, I do. I need it for this one. For the green and white mailbox. Oh, they have mailbox flags, and I've got to order some. I finally found them, Susan. I did start making 2 for my current orders, but set these over here. Let me put my elephants up so they don't get messed up. Hold on. My dog will come in here and I'm gonna burn some mesh, I think. I don't make set it on fire, but y'all wanna hang out for another few minutes, then we'll do some. We can either do the mesh or we can do the sign. What y'all wanna do? Y'all tell me. Sign or mesh? Sign or mesh? Yeah, I spent a total of $149. $149. That's still a lot for that money. Yeah. I have it. Mesh. Mesh. Okay. She said, do the mesh. Like that. Like that. Okay. Let me get my wood burner out. It's right here. I had it out. Let me plug it up. Maybe it won't take it but a second to heat up. Hold on. Let's see. That goes to the glue. That went to the machine. I'm back. Come back. I've got to do something different. Oh, I did get Chris to fix my bow maker, y'all. He does love me. He does love me. Oh, let me pull the whole phone down here. Okay. I do want to I'm going to repaint it, but we got my dowels in there. They're even Steven and tight. And then I had him remeasure my line. So the green line, but I'm going to go back and paint and just go back over the white parts. And then I'm going to paint probably over the green. The yellow, that green actually is like it's a chalk yellow pen. But also I put that non-skid mat that you put in your truck or on your console of your car. It keeps things from your phone from rolling around. Because I had glue, wadded up glue. He's like, the thing was wobbling. He's like, I can't work on this thing. It's wobbling back and forth. I'm like, well, I got to have it because it keeps my thing from sliding all over the glass. And he said something about he had a mat or something. I said, oh, I got it too. Because I just had found this because I wanted to put it on my turntable, to which I did up here. So when I do it, my wreath don't slide all over the place. But so that's what's on the back is that non-skid pads. You can get these from the Dollar Tree or Walmart, wherever. They're just a grip. A lot of people line their shelves with it too. Shelving, whatever you call it. So anyway, I was excited to get that actually fixed. No, he put these 2 dowels. I said, and at first he had them short. I said, they got to be short, you know. They don't need to be. They come in there and he had them, the whole stick, y'all. They're 12 inches. I said, honey, that ain't going to work. But I can't take my ribbon way up here and go all the way down, you know. Y'all know. Y'all know. But bless him. I was very thankful he did it. I'm still very thankful he did it. Finally. 4 years later. I'm like, I don't want to spend $20 on a bow maker, y'all. I don't. I'm like, that is ridiculous. I paid $7 for the first one and the last one. I'm not paying the $20. Not doing it. Can't make me. Can't make me. Christy, hello, you made it. Yes. You need a ribbon holder the other day. You made a ribbon holder the other day. Did you? Really? We missed you. Whatever you feel like. Sign. Mesh. I will go ahead and type the mesh. We'll work on the sign next if I feel like it. Because I did, Sally was here at the beginning and watched me I tormented her, you know. Because I was trying to get it off of a green paper I cut it out of first because I wanted to see if it was going to fit right. And before I cut it out on this more expensive black, you know, paper. Y'all, I hold on to my papers again because I like to keep them covered. And these are much easier to see through than my umbrella bags, which I do like my umbrella bags when I have to. How'd you make a ribbon holder? How you doing, Christy? All right. Again, y'all, this is the navy with the blue. I love this. Love that. 10-inch. Or is it 10? Yeah. Some's 10, some's 10 and a half. So, just FYI. Now, you know, this right here, I do like doing this. And I do have the mesh roller, you know, for your mesh, but I just don't have the space for it right here, right now, the way I'm set up. So, y'all, I am sweating. It is hot. My house is still 80 degrees. Hold on, what am I doing? Oh, my dowel. Oh, my dowel, oh, my dowel. Oh, my dowel. Yeah, okay. I think I'll go ahead and put both. I like having the spool because this is what comes with the Pro Bow, you know, so you can put your rolls, but they're wide enough apart where you can put your 50 yard or your 25 yard, you know, your 50 yard rolls. But that's why they're like that. But I'm going to do it, and I'm going to put my rolls of mesh and pull my peg out and set it right there so I don't lose it. And get my other dowel out. Yeah, they're the same. I wasn't sure if they was the same fatness. These here are really big around. These are a 1/2 inch. But yeah, that's why he brought me my bow maker, y'all. He put these great big long ones in there. So yeah, I like, honey, I can't go way up here to put my ribbon in. You know, y'all know. I'm like, hey, I said, he said, well, I just thought. I said, well, we didn't pay you to thought. Just saying. Just saying. There's, yeah, it never fails. It don't matter what I need. Never doesn't matter what I need. I had a lazy Susan just screwed my dowels in. Oh, yeah. Cool. So that's what I got right here, which I tried to do it the other day when last I was live, and my wreath kept sliding off, remember? So I found that gripper. Y'all still can't see. I found the gripper, the little mat stuff. They're real thin, but it keeps stuff from sliding, you know. So, but yeah, that'd be a cool idea too. But I mean, as long, you know, sometimes you don't want it spinning on you like that, but sometimes you do because you're using the next roll. So yeah, that'd be cool. I need something to make this not turn because most of the time it's turning when I don't want it to turn. But he always wants to. Y'all, I'm back over here. Oh gosh, what'd I do? Oh, what'd I do? I went backwards. Hold on, y'all. You're looking the wrong. Hello. Hello. Oh no. Y'all hear me now? Hello. There we are. There's a mic on the side of my phone and I hit it. Well, I don't think I ever did that before. What you do, Maximus? Welcome to everybody. Hey. Oh, y'all, my wood burner's down there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I laid this stick on there and I thought I done set on fire. Thank y'all. You know. Now he woke up. I start talking about him and he wakes up. Alright. And that, what you do, Maximus? Y'all, last night we went to, I've been making a bunch of cinnamon rolls lately, y'all. Like I need a cinnamon roll, but he eats most of them. But I know, he not, and I was trying to give Max a bite last night, and he like run away from me like I don't hurt him. I'm like, what is my dog? What's wrong with my baby dog, y'all? Okay. Okay. Now, Walmart sells a combination bag. There are different sizes on the bottom. Different sizes. Little bitty to big. I say the biggest. Y'all. Now I can't catch nothing. I don't know how much they were, but it's an 8-pack. Date of manufacturer, 0722. Like that matters. I don't know. Made of real wood. Okay, 3/16, a quarter, 5/16, 3/8. And then that's a half. But anyway, these are what you need to make you a ribbon holder or something like that, for real. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I made a roast. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing lately with my roast skills, but they are on like Flynn. We're in like Flynn. Okay. But I don't know. I don't know what I've done, but they are dang good. The last 3 roasts have really been good. I don't know. Well, the first one I did, and it turned out super, super good. I put it in the crock pot frozen all because I didn't have time. I didn't lay it out. Okay. So I'm trying to think. We got 18 ties. And now I have... No, I hadn't. Trying to make sure I kept up with my paper because well, that ain't going to stay. Oh. Well, maybe it will. I thought it was going to be too. I thought it was going to fall right through it. Okay. I think I want to go on the base with. I've got some cream color that I may go on the bottom with. I don't know. I do like doing that. You know, and I just flew off. And if you had it where you could stand it up, that would be good, you know? So you could make it like a box or something if you wanted. But this right here works good too. I mean, at least it holds it to where you can roll it out together. And I do have the caddy that Donna sent me. I just don't have the space right at the moment for it. But I will eventually. I'm going to do something different. I've got to do still something different in here. But if we do get to go ahead and move eventually, hopefully back to our original plan, I don't know 100%. I don't know when or if, but anyway, it's a possibility that I may have my trailer that I'll have for my craft. She said that would be fantastic. Y'all hear me? Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you. Carol, how are you? Decker. Carol. I got both Carols tonight. Carol. I keep y'all confused too because when I see y'all's names on other people's lives, like, which one's that? And I know y'all's pictures and your names, but I can't ever remember which one's which sometimes. I have to think. I'm like, oh yeah. No, Carol Decker, I don't remember where you're from. The other Carol's in Louisiana. Where are you from, Carol? I can't remember. You probably have told me, I'm sure. You're doing good. I'm glad. Thanks for being here. I've been sick, but I'm okay. It's just hot, cold. But it's literally, y'all wasn't down here at the beginning. I had took this, our state sign that we're going to use. That's not hard, but not like you're the police. I love that. But, and not her husband, her boyfriend, they've been together for about over a year. Anyway, Ohio. I think you did tell me that before. I just totally couldn't think, girl. I did not remember that. But I believe you told me Ohio before. But he had a sign at their police station because he's Heather's new man. They're expecting. But I want to make it knock hard, but not knock me up. I don't know. I gotta make her something for her baby. She don't know if it's what it's gonna be yet. I think she goes this next Friday, I think, to get an ultrasound done. But anyway, so y'all, here's our sign. Got it from Hobby Lobby, and I painted the back of it blue, and then we talked about the glitter, and I'm not sure. But when I get my sign peeled and all that, I'm gonna lay it and see how I like the glitter behind it. I may need to add some. Because I see I got like a stripe right there. But I had it laying and drying because I sprayed this side too with clear coat. And my old man said, "Dang, you did a good job." I said, "Thank you." Y'all, that's Hobby Lobbies. That's me. That's Hobby Lobby. He thought I did that. Honestly, I do love that sign. It wasn't $5.99 for this, but that was like 2 months ago when I bought the sign. It's home of the free because of the brave. So I made that clear coated for her so she could switch it off if she wanted to. She could take it off the wreath and still use this as a door hanger if she wanted. So, but we're decorating outside. You did good. Thank you. Thought it was so funny. So funny. All right, let me get me what I gotta have. I gotta have something to cut. What have I been using? Nothing, I guess. Nothing. Ugh. This is a piece of marble. Oh, and if you have not wood burned before, because I do have a lot of people who watch replays, I know most of y'all know. That's on here now, but remember your glass has to be tempered. Wood burner, once you plug it in, it's typically on. Some do have a button on here, but this one doesn't. When you plug it in, it's on. I was going to say, that don't feel very hot, but I'm going to assume it is. And this is an old potato masher. It took forever to find this. Y'all, these are from 1910. But y'all see how I widened this section right here? I did that so you could take these rings and you could put it between here, because the little stand that they send with these is a little piece of wire shaped like a triangle to balance this on. That ain't going to work for me. I like this because it's not going to go falling off and nowhere unless I knock the whole thing. Just saying. All right. So I'm not really going to worry about my ends. Yeah, I am. Y'all, who are we kidding? Yes, we are. All right. I can't never remember which way I need to go. We can't do these both at the same time like that, y'all. They'll melt together. I wasn't thinking until I was just about to do it. You cannot stack mesh and burn it. It will melt together. So, one at a time. And so with that being said, I wonder. Let me look at something. I'm trying to decide. I kind of want to do something on the base of the wreath and not just 2 curls. What do y'all think? Y'all give me your opinion. Look, let me show you. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that was out of the way, not to get knocked off. Okay, I do have a black 15-inch. They make a 16-inch, and I'm going to have to probably get those because I didn't have one of these in stock last night. And I'm sure probably by now it's gone. But, anyway, I wanted to show y'all this too, that method. I was telling y'all about the bow tie look. Again, thank y'all for being here. And if y'all are on replay, y'all can still do all the things. You can say, hey, tell me who you are, tell me where you're from, let me know you're on replay. And you can still hang a wreath on the door, which is the S-H-A-R-E. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 on the bottom, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah. And then you have 8 on the center. No, yes, I don't know. 3, 6, 8, yeah. 18. I have the worst. And they don't never change, really. There's something different with some of them that have more or less. But there's a 15, this is a 15-inch base. But this right here is at 1 1/4. And the 16-inch wreath base is 1.5. It was a quarter different. 1.25, and the 16-inch went to 1.5 tall upwards. But they have them without the ties, and they're a lot cheaper. You can buy the ties for like $2 or $3 for a set of 25. But there's 18. I'm trying to weigh out the best option as far as price. So I don't know. My brain and head is hurt too bad to think of it. I don't know if I'm coming or going, y'all. Sorry. My thought process was, I really don't want to do it that way because then you're not going to see that. Can't do that. So if I take and do the little, I think I need to do dark though. I was going to say this cream color, but I don't know. If I could put just a little bit around the bottom, that is a lot of a little bit. A lot of a little. A little lot. A lot of a little. I don't know. I cannot decide what I want to do to this thing. And I say that because I want it to be full because of our state board is pretty big. Let me show y'all this. We'll just play for a minute until I decide. Let me get that back out of the way. Let me fix this. Because this is one reason I like my mesh burner. Okay. If you'll stay in that same. No, it's not on. Why ain't it on? I didn't think that felt hot. Why ain't it hot? What? Oh, dear baby Jesus. Y'all, hot glue's hot. Hot glue gun's hot. I thought I was just going to bump my hand to it. I just stuck it to my hand. It was not, it was more of a reaction than a burn. It didn't burn me. I was just like, that was dumb. Before it did burn, I just jerked my hand from it. I don't know why this ain't hot. That's not going to make me happy. I just bought this. That is not going to make me happy. Why? Why? Wait a minute. No. I don't know. That was so funny. I feel the air conditioner over here. I feel it trying to blow. It is blowing. It's just, I've got everything in the world. I don't know. That's gonna make me mad. That ain't getting hot for naught. Why? I've not done anything to the thing. I have no idea. There's nothing, it's just plug it in, y'all. That's all I can do. Lord mercy. Oh. I don't know. Good gravy. Well, scared. You just scared the poo. Thank you, Laura. It scared me too. I was like, oh. I was like, I was expecting it not to be hot, the glue. I don't know why, because my glue gun, that thing, I don't never unplug, y'all. I really don't. But the glue is on the side of it. I just... Sorry, Carol. Get your heart pulse back. Get it in right. That is not going to make me happy. I don't know. Okay. Well, let me show you this. Let me cut off the crazy strands. I'm not going to use it like this, because this is why I like the mesh burner, because you don't have all that. Because when you even if you're doing the curl with a 10-inch, when you do that, it's going to poke through its own squares at some point, and it's going to stick out. And it looks tacky, which is not my cup of tea. Y'all, I will take a wreath apart. I hate that. All right. But this is what I was talking about the other day. If y'all would, okay, it's been a week or so back because I ain't been here. I thought I did too. No, I'm not a leg. I don't know. I just jumped because I don't know. Seemed like the thing to do, Carol. All right. So if you pull, this is 21 inch, and this is what I use, and it's about, what, 10, 12 wide? Let's see. Now, these are a little wider because I was doing something a little. Okay, we can do that too, though. All right, so these are cut at 15. I'd go anywhere from at least 12, 15. I don't probably go no wider than 15 on the norm. But I'm going to have to trim it now. And when you're doing it, then you'll at least take your time and try to cut on the line and not getting crossing the line where it causes more fray. If you'll do that and then leave it alone, put it in and leave it alone, it won't continue to fray. But y'all, me, can I leave things alone? No. I just stuck a glue gun to my hand like a dummy. Why? Because I needed to know. I needed to know if it was on. Oh, it's a rough ride. Hold on. Okay. Y'all, this right here, I can't. I'll have to go to Walmart or somewhere and get me another wood burner. I can't do this because it's right here. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. But let me show y'all what I was talking about. And I'll have to run to Walmart. I need to go to Walmart and get milk anyway. And bread. And food. For real. Anyway. I may come on later tonight, or we'll do it again tomorrow. Let me see how I feel. I do need to eat. I got a headache. But some of this is, I'm sure, pollen related. It may all be allergy. I don't know what made the back of my throat swell up like that, y'all. That was the weirdest. I've never had that happen. Okay, so there's two things you can do, okay? 21, and this is by 15-ish. So, actually, it's absolutely on 14. It probably was 15 until I took all the sides off. So, you can do it like you would your 10-inch. I have the Ryobi wood burner, etc. It has different tips. Yeah, this one has different tips. This is my second one. But, y'all, my first one lasted forever. You can curl this like you would your 10-inch, and obviously a clip or 2 or 3 actually comes in handy. Because there's two different things I like to do with it, like this style. So, again, curl like you would. Just a couple of times to get you a nice little curl going. Okay. And then I've just got my dolly pegs. That's what Sally calls these in England. A clothespin is called a dolly in England. We were being educated a while back by Sally. Okay. Did I get? I'm fixing to sneeze. I feel it coming. Oh, y'all. I don't know. Why is it everything gotta be so bad at night when you get sick? You know, fever goes up. You feel you worst. Is it the moon? Is it the lack of the sun? I don't know, y'all. What's the reasons? How long have you had your Ryobi, Carol? I need one that's not going to keep dying. You know, this was a different brand. I forget where I got that. Oh, I may have got this one at Harbor Freight. which would be why it died out of the blue, no reason. It ain't been used that much for real. I don't think. Maybe it has. I like to keep them even as I can, and you'll see why here in 1 second. And y'all may have done this before. If you have, let me know. If you're on replay, hang on. It's a rough ride around here. All the time. So this is what I have. And it's just like you would a 10-inch. But you may not need all the clips and stuff. And if you don't, yay. I do. Because my hands are pitiful. Okay. So I'm going to curl that. I want my ends to be just a little cute curl. Alright. So now, just like you would, I'm going to leave those clipped for just a minute. You can either do it upwards or you can go downwards. But what we're going to wind up with is I'm going to go downwards, and it's going to create a poof in the center. You got 2 curls on the end and a poof. Now you could do it this way, and that's fine too. Whatever suits your fancy. Okay, so your first tie, you're going to leave just a couple of inches. I don't know, 4 inches, whatever suits your fancy. Okay. Okay. There's a different way you can do it. You can do it from each side like this, which is my typical. Okay, that's what I typically do. And then just kind of leave that poofed out, and that's what you got. Okay, so this is 21-inch. Curl both ends. Like I said, it just helps to clip. You could curl each and use 1 clip on each end, whatever suits your fancy. And then you got a poof in the center. You could leave it curled up if you wanted to, but the point is to have a poof. It looks like 2 curls and a poof, okay? That's what it resembles. That's what technique it looks like. These twist ties on here are very thick, so I'm trying my dangest to pull tight and get them so they don't flop, because that is another thing that makes me cringe, is a floppy end. Take it back. Yeah, they sure might. I know, girl. I appreciate you. I'm going to try to get on here earlier tomorrow, since at least we're getting started, you know. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here. You be here too. Have a good night. I do, Carol. I need to do that. But, again, how long have you had your Ryobi? I need to know. I like Ryobi stuff. I do. I've got one of these. These are cobalt too. I like my cobalt tools. But I do like Ryobi. I had a Ryobi drill. I had a lot of things. Once he borrows, it's gone. 2 years. See? Do you use it a lot? I was just, is it worth the money? Was it a good investment? Have you used it a lot to know? You may not use it like as much as I normally. I don't know. You may use it more than I would. I don't know. Carol, how much do you use it? Has it been worth its money? Because I'm sure it was not cheap. You'll see all that. This is why I like the burner. But I'm going to show you this other method way right quick. And then I'm going to go heat this up a plate. And I'm going to run to Walmart. And at least I'll get, because if I go to Harbor Freight, that's a good 20-minute drive. And I'm not looking for an hour investment on a $10, $20 item. Look. See, that's what causes spray. See how many times I went past that and went, that's bad, Samantha. Just bad. Bad. Get off. Lord. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right, let me see if I can just leave it like that. Okay, what I wanted to show you though, this other technique. That is just like a curl and a poof that we just did. This is what I call a bow tie, or what's been called a bow tie. I may not have come up with that, but somebody else did. My sweetie knows he better put it back. Yeah, well, he should know. Because then it's, I ain't had it. We're the only two here. Max didn't do it. My Maximus did not do it. No, he's the worst. And he knows it. He knows. Okay, so let's see how wide this is now. Oh, we're at we're at 13, so I only got an inch off. That ain't bad considering I went. Okay, you're good. So I'm gonna go diagonal. Okay, from one corner here on the far side and this corner here, and we're gonna pull. Okay, so it gives you one long piece. Now, always pull it at you. A lot of times it's better. Look, stay right there. That stuff drives me nuts. Okay. I just think it makes everything look neater when you can avoid all these little tips and frayage, and I just like the look. Okay. All right. So take corner to corner from, opposite corners. Okay. And you can kind of just fold into itself like so. You're not going to come all the way, just enough. And then curl. Okay. And now you've got a pointed on that end and a pointed on that end. And see, all I did is I didn't go of course you're not doing this. We're not trying to make one of those like big petal flower things. You just want to come in enough to where when you curl it over, you've got a point. It almost looks like a big leaf, like if you did that, you'd have the leaf pattern, but we're going to leave it long, and this is what I would do with that, typically. Again, I go down, that way my cut edges are down toward the base and not up where it could get snagged and pulled, but this is going on the bottom, and you're going to have mesh on top, so that would probably be okay if you decided to go up, because right now there's nothing going to fray because I've cut it on the line like we would if we were mesh burning it with a burner, but the burner would melt it to where it wouldn't fray really, because I can pull that obviously, but okay, so this would come in and I'd attach. See, you can go up or down, y'all. I like either way, but I'm going to go down just because it is fraying at the moment. Okay. Again, what have I got out there? No, that's probably a little long. It's about 7-8 inches. Let's pull it in just a little bit. Probably about 6 good inches. All right. And then I'm going to come to my other. Let's get my poof right here. Because you still want that poof. Okay, that's what a lot of the point is to still create a poof, but it looks like a bow tie with the edging being at a point. Okay, so again, open your poof up, and if you didn't, if you had it burned and it wasn't gonna fray, you wouldn't be seeing all this nasty, crappy sticking through. But it's okay. Because it's going to get covered up with some curls and stuff. But see how that covers your base? So you got either the curl or... I had one man say it's like starburst. He called it a starburst. Because when I got done, all these points looked like the starburst. And that was a really good way of describing it too. So, you got this point here, and you got that point there. I'm trying to get it all in there, y'all. Let me get out of it because it's white on white. My shirt's creeping on. So, that's the difference. This is what I call a bow tie, and this is the poof curl. They're both, this is 21 inches long, and 14, 15 wide. I would not go no less than 12 inches wide. This is another good way to use up spare mesh, like especially different colors if you were doing a summer or even like the holiday, American Holiday. It could be red, white, and blue. It don't matter. You could be mixing it all. It don't matter. You could do any of it. But that would be a good way to use a lot of 21-inch mesh and get rid of a lot of little pieces, because I have a lot of these from where I did a design and I overcut. So I have these. And what do y'all like better? Do you like the bow tie little line, little tail? It looks like a tie, like a man's tie. You know what I'm saying? It's very whimsical. But or I kind of like the curl look a little better, I think. So but I think I'm going to cover my base with this cream and then go on it. Let's look. Let's do one real quick. I've got to get a burner. That just drives me nuts. Okay. I'm trying to get it straight. Just the tool is 49. Okay, I got with the battery and the charger station, just the tool. I know, they want to charge so much for a battery when you already get the whole thing as a combo, because I don't know, it requires it. It's sort of like buying a phone without a charger. You know? My wood burner up and quit a while ago. Well, I say up and quit, it never came on. He was right there. I don't think he went in there. Now this foil edge does not cut real easy. So, okay. As long as it's just got a clean cut. Oh, golly, y'all. Oh, my sinuses. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Now. Let's see. Let's go. Trying to get these loose edges off the bottom, whatever, the edge. All right, let's go. If I got two, we do every other one. I can do 25 long, kind of. Because I'm going to do every other one, I can do 25 long. Because it's really like 99 because you got 18. Let me think. Let me add. Where's Susan? Where's my mathematician? Where's Matt? I started saying Matt because he's barking. Susan. Okay. So if I do 25 inches times 9, that's 225. 30 times 12, that's 360. 25 times 9, 225 minus 360. Leaves me 135 inches divided by 10. I don't know. 360 minus 225, 135 divided by 12 inches is 11 cuts if I did it 10. Okay, I'm going to cut one at 25 and we'll just see how we like it. Okay. Because I've got 2 of these, I think. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. We can order again. Alright, so that's 23. Let me do this. Oh, yeah, I needed duct tape, right? Well, I had duct tape. Why? Because I used duct tape. And I ain't felt like going nowhere, so he comes in here and I said, oh, did you ever get any duct tape? He said, yeah, I found some. He ran over it. He has one of these. He ran over it.
Still alive?
Yeah, I'm fixing to be off though. I'm fixing to have to eat something. Huh? I got to eat. Eat. Well, I got to go to Walmart because my wood burner, you didn't hear me. I said it, but I think you had went in there. But my wood burner just up and quit. I got to have another one. I think I got that one at Harbor Freight, but I'm going to have to run to Walmart. Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm going to eat so I can wait. You got one that ain't 10 years old? Got 3 of them. I need the newest one. Hey, Maximus, what are you doing? You want to say hi to everybody? Let's say hi. Say hi, everybody. Come here, see Mama. Y'all see my baby dog. Come here, say hi, everybody. Say hi. Y'all, I can't find the end. Where's the end? Oh, my gosh. I'm being like Barb. My goshes. What is happening? Y'all love Barb. Oh, I love her. She is so funny. She is so funny.
They look like the same to me.
They look the same. Not with that tip. Where's the other side? Okay, have you got like a regular tip on there? Those got like an arrow with a like a duck's butt.
Look, you put any tip you want.
Okay, can you put this one on there for me? Thank you. I don't know why that it just won't heat up.
I don't know about that one.
I know.
See, you screw these on.
Well, that's okay.
Try it, it'll work though.
Okay.
It'll heat
Just
up.
lay them down there for me. Because they're greasy looking.
They're not greasy.
Okay, well, they just look it, baby. I appreciate it. I'll check it out when I get off, and if it works, fine. I done scared everybody a while ago. Okay. He keeps telling me don't step on it. Where's my rule? Huh? I know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my goshes. Alright, let's see. Let's go here. Oh my gosh, it just reminds me of Barb. 1, 2, 3. I'm back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold on now. I'm sorry. My nostrils. Y'all. There's no head cold. I hate head colds. I have not had a head cold in I do not know how many years. For real. It's been a while since I've been affected by the weather like this. Okay. So that's 23. So let's go 23. So that's 24. And this is going to be 25. Alright. Well, that ain't going to work, Samantha. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Y'all, my brain. I ain't got one. I ain't got one. I don't know. Alright, so 25. Yeah, I don't know. My mind is just not working. Okay, so this is 25. And we're going to curl each end just as we typically would. I'm going to do it really tightish. I say tightish. I want it to be like a quarterish around. And then straight up the center. And the more ruffles, the more crunches, the more crinkles you put in it, the more of a butterfly effect it's going to look, which is really pretty. Okay. Now, we're going to go upwards. Let's go that way. Isn't that pretty? And we could do every other one in a curl and a poof, because I took my bow tie look off. Did you try a different plug? I did. I did try. That's why I touched my glue gun. Was you not here? Because I hollered for you while ago. I needed my mathematician. And now you show up. Shirley said something. Hold on. Oh. I'm about to block Carol's. My strip has went off switch. Yeah, I that's what I looked because I'm bad to hit that button. That's why I touched the glue gun in my hand, because I thought, well, if that's cool, you know, it wasn't cool. It was not cool in any kind of way. But yeah, I'm bad to do that. So, I do like that. And then we could go back, you know, depending on what's left mesh-wise after we get done. Lord, Samantha. Hot mess? Yes. Hot mess match? All the time. Y'all. But I'm going to have to go. I don't like that when they brought me. That was hanging to the back of my chair. I don't know what the heck. He's trying to set me in a trap over here, y'all. He put me in a trap. This looks like, I don't know. This looks like something coming at you that's, I don't know, alien. Now, he does weld. He's a welder. But, you know, these are what those attack welder or welding in general. Y'all, does that not look weird? It looks like a snake or something, I don't know, alienish. But y'all, one night I had, back when my desk was back over here, I have a strip that went under my table that hooked up to the computer because my cord's behind me. And then I got a cord over here on this wall. And I had hit the plug on my strip and I didn't know it. And I tore this room apart trying to figure out what the heck was wrong. Because I do have a lot of malfunctions of my electricals because of this house being so old, and I don't know, y'all. Alright, so that's what that looks like. I'm not sure about, I'm not going to do white on the top. I think I'm just going to do the white on the bottom. I don't know, and I don't know. I've got the little bit of black 21, but not enough. I wish I had enough to at least go around the base. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I do, because the 21 inch is so expensive right now. Oh, come back. Okay. But I could just use a black mesh, a 10-inch mesh, and go around the base instead of using the cream. I could do that. We could do that. That way it won't look so different, I guess. I'm scared to touch this. This thing looks like mean. Like medieval. Let me cut one of the blacks. I think I just hit my mesh with it. I don't know. Let's see. I need to. Y'all, this thing is like evil. I don't know. This thing's weird. Well, this thing. When you plug it up, it's on, right? Chris? Chris? Oh, I feel it now. I think I do. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know, this thing, I don't know. It may just not be hot enough. Hold on, I'm fixing to get off live. I don't know. How long does it take this thing to normally get getting hot?
I don't know, baby. I don't use it very much.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. I couldn't do cream base. I know. I'm not going to. But I did want to show y'all how I was talking about doing that bow tie. The other day was doing that, talking about that. Huh? Yeah, I got it. I plugged it up. It started getting smelly, like it was hot, and it ain't burning, but it may not be hot enough, and I don't know. That thing, I understand. Well, mine usually, boom, it's hot. But I got you. Let me get off live. All right. Let me go get something in my belly. I'm going to choose something. I'm probably just going to use the black 10-inch on the bottom and make a poof. Because I don't have no other option. I just don't know. If I do the 25 on each color, that's 9 pieces each. Susan, comes your mathematical skills. That's what I was asking. Okay, so 30 times the 12 is 360. Okay, so that's 360 inches. But, so if we take 9 times the 25 equals 225, so 360 minus 225, it leaves me 135. So if I take 135, divide that by 18, no, divide that by 9. Oh, shoot. What did I say? 135, 360 minus what? 225 equals 135. Minus 9. 135. Okay. And then 9 times 12. Okay, it would be 108. 9 times 12. 138. 138 is what I was going to do. 138 divided by 9 would leave me with 15 inches to cut at 9 pieces each on each piece. Yes. Let me write that down. Hold the line. Samantha did it all by herself. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, so 18 size, and we got 25 inches at 9 pieces between 2 colors. Okay, and that equals the 225. We're starting with 360. But that leaves the 135, and I divide that by 9, and that equals 15.333. Okay, so 15 inches at 9 for each color, and I can go back in each one and reverse it. And I can go back on the bottom with the black and at least put a black base bottom. Okay, now, I'll either see y'all back in a little bit. I've got to go to the Walmart. If I don't see y'all not, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Because it's 6 o'clock here, 8, 9, 10. Probably tomorrow. I ain't even gonna lie. Probably tomorrow. But if I feel good, I'll come back on. I'll post in the stories or something. So just, if you're up, look after a while. If not, I will see y'all probably noonish tomorrow for real. We're going to have leftover makeup on and my hair up in a bun like normal. Because Samantha ain't doing all this again. We're just going to get on with it. But I will see y'all. Thank y'all for being here. And I was trying to make sure I didn't. Shirley. Oh, you hate to eat. I've got to go eat too, Shirley. I got you, girl. Y'all fine. Y'all can go back and watch the replay if you didn't get to see it all. Which, a lot of it is me trying to figure out what ain't working today. It's 7 there. Yeah. 8, 9. Y'all have a good night, too. Thank y'all for being here. Oh, I could come on and maybe finish my sign, or I got to do that, too. All right. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. And look for me at least by noonish or 1-ish at the latest tomorrow. For the love of Jesus. But y'all have a good night. Thank y'all. See you soon. Bye.